welcome back to the first class lounge here at Print Island Airport. My name is Richard Askam. As you will know by now, there are no direct flights to Slovenia for Edge Slovenia this year. So everybody's coming through the airport, which is great, and it means I get to grab 5 minutes with them to chat. Today is no exception, and I'm joined by Andy Rae from Micom. And hi, Andy.
Hi, Rich.
How you doing?
Good, thank you. All good, yeah.
Good. I hope you're enjoying the lounge. Drinks are free, so please, you've only got 5 minutes though, so it's as much as you can drink in 5 minutes.
Well, the show's long enough, so I'll abstain, thanks.
Fair enough. That's a very good plan, actually. So listen, Andy, obviously we're back at Dscoop EMEA for the first time in, 7 years, I think. 2019 was the last one, and in the most beautiful country in Europe, in Slovenia. What are you looking forward to the most about the event?
I think it is for people in EMEA to retouch base, really. I mean, as far as we're concerned, it's great to actually back a relaunch because, post-COVID, a lot of things that disappeared have never come back. I was at the Rockies event in Colorado a few weeks ago, and that was really good. And it's, if you like, can we bring the same essence back to Slovenia? That's what we're really hoping for as a partner.
And I think over the years, and I'm sure like me, you've been to enough of these events to know that actually you don't need to do an awful lot. You just need to get the people together and they do the rest.
I mean, the whole thing about Dscoop, it is that community, right? Everyone who actually turns up has a vested interest in being there. So from our perspective, there's no tire kickers because everyone's there for a real reason.
Exactly, and I think that's what separates it from so many trade events around the world, which I know are for different purposes and what have you. But everybody talks about community, don't they? But very few people actually understand really where the value point is. And I'm sure, Micom have been coming to Dscoop for a long time now. Obviously, it's good business from your perspective, but it's great network as well, isn't it? Yeah,
and I think when we say community, I mean, it's good to catch up with people, but even on an individual basis, there's a mix. You can do some management training, you go to rah-rah kick-off meetings, you've got a technical benefit, and there's equipment there to get demos on. So, on many levels, it's a personal opportunity to grow as well. And that's what I saw really in Rockies.
Yeah, absolutely. And there's that crazy party as well on the Thursday night. Don't forget
that. Yeah, that was good. Yeah.
But it is such a wonderful environment, I think, to be able to talk about life, really, and business is part of all of our lives, but it doesn't mean that you can't talk about life as well as business. And everybody sort of drops down to a nice human level, don't they?
Yes, and I must even say, even the suppliers talk to each other, and that doesn't generally happen at trade shows because you're trying to grab people to scan their badges. So, we don't really see Dscoop as a new business opportunity because all the customers are already HP, and we basically deal almost exclusively with HP. So on that basis, it's not as pressurized, but it lets you have conversations you wouldn't have at a trade show.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's a 3-day event, so it's a lot of time. We spend a lot of time with everybody over those 3 days. What is it you're hoping to get? What would be a good takeaway for you from those 3 days?
I think we want to have those conversations because for us, most of our customers generally settle on one type of primer, right? For example, because we're in the primer world, and they tend to stay with that because they started with that. But we have a portfolio of products, and these sort of events give you the chance to discuss, what are you trying to do? What can we offer? And we mainly work through distributors. So to have our own stand and our own staff there, that's one of the only times we can have our technical team and our sales team, if you like, which is me, talking directly to the end customers and seeing what they want for the future. So if you like, it's a little bit of future R&D feedback, in terms of what the market's doing, but also just to discuss with customers, are they using the best type of primer for the applications they're trying to do in-house day in, day out.
And I guess the value for you as a company as well is to be able to have that precious commodity of time with your customers, because as you said before, trade shows typically are all about badge clicking, and people count success in numbers, which I always find quite ridiculous. I would say the success is the outcome. If you have one good conversation and it turns into something fantastic, then that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, that's the metrics are how many badges you scan. Start from that, because the average drop through is X, and therefore you should have Y amount of business out of it. But obviously Dscoop isn't like that, and it does make it a lot more relaxed, right? And I also think from the HP user's perspective, they can come and ask you the most stupid question, right? Because you don't mind, because it opens a conversation up. So they might think it's a stupid question. We all know there's no such thing as a stupid question, and it breaks the ice immediately. So it's more relaxed. So you can do that sort of thing.
No, absolutely. And I'm sure, like me, you're looking forward to spending a few days in Slovenia. It looks, I've never been, it looks completely gorgeous. And I know where the event is equally so. So
yeah,
it's going to be a good few days, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, as you said, Rich, the flights are a bit difficult. So after the party on Friday, I can't travel back to UK until Saturday night. So, for example, I'm doing the city tour because, like you, my first time in Slovenia. So, on a personal level, it's great to see a different country.
Nice. Nurofen in the morning, tour in the afternoon.
Absolutely right. Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, listen, Andy, thank you for stopping by the lounge. I'm sorry that we had to drag you through Print Island Airport for the layover, but I'm hoping fill up your case with snacks and drinks on the way out, and I will see you in Slovenia.
Okay. Thanks for your time, Rich.
Take care.
Bye-bye.